And I'm Jerky. Oh, it's nice to meet ya. And she says she call her features. And then when they down, I pick up the pieces. I thought she would leave me. Bet you get inside her head. Okay, okay, okay. I know you wish that I was dead. I know you put up in that book. What's good, everybody? Yeah, we back with the RTB Bootcamp. Another day. Don't know what day it is, but we back though. My fault, it's been a little hectic. We ain't been as consistent and as active as we should be. But it's all good though. Life be life, and you know. But we back on it. So let's get into it though. So today's video is about building a trading plan. So we've taught y'all a lot of the concepts of how to take trades, a lot of the building blocks of how to take trades and how to find setups. We taught you that you should know what inverse fair value gap, you should know what that is, you should know what the fair value gap is, you should know about liquidity, all that other shit. If you're watching the videos, all that should make sense to you right now. And if you're doing right, you should be on the charts back testing. You should be on the charts looking for these setups, looking for price taking out liquidity, looking for setups on shorter time frames to find. But yeah, that's what you should be doing right now. If not, then get to it, nigga. But yeah, man, so with a trading plan is simple. You want to go into the market and know what you're looking for. You want to go into the market every morning knowing what you're trying to find. You don't want to go into the market and be like, oh, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to just find some random shit. You want to back test a setup that works for you consistently. Obviously, it's not going to be 100%, but you want to back test a setup that works for you consistently. Paper trading, FX replay, whatever you want to do. Forward test it with paper trading. You can forward test that shit without risking any money by just trading with paper. And if you're able to, that's how you build a trading plan. The main things you want to do when you building that trading plan, I'm gonna write them out for you. You're going to have, number one, most important, a set amount of risk. This will either be your daily risk, how much you risk for the day, or how much you risk per trade. You could do it differently. I just do how much I'm gonna risk per trade, because now, especially now, I only take one trade a day. But whether you want to do 2-3 trades, I don't advise taking more than 2 to 3 trades a day. So you got to take more than 2 trades, you already probably cooked. It's time to get off the charts. But yeah, so you want to set your amount of risk for your trade, whether you get it, whatever it is, and that risk should give yourself leeway. If you're trading a funded account, if you're trading 50K, a 50K funded account, a good amount of risk is, from what I think, is 0.5%. Or you could trade 1%, which is 500. Trading 500, but if you're gonna trade 1%, do 1 trade a day with 1%. But yeah, so you want to set your amount of risk. Number 2, you want to know what setups are your A+ setups. Usually you're gonna have one, and what the setup is gonna be is when you see this on this time frame, and then you go down to a lower time frame, and you see this confluence, and you stack up these confluences on top of each other. Your back testing has showed you, and your forward testing with paper trading has showed you that this shit makes sense and this shit is gonna work majority of the time. Again, it's all about probabilities. You want to put yourself in the best environment and give yourself the highest probability to win. So you want to be able to have your A+ setup and know what that is and look for it. That's all you need. You don't need, sometimes your setup won't be there the whole day. And if that means, you know what that means, if your setup's not there for the whole day, it means you didn't lose money. A lot of times you're going to look at it and be like, oh, I ain't make no money today, it's an L. If you hop in the charts and don't take no trades because you don't see your setup, that's a W day. That means The system is working. That means that day you saved yourself from losing money, because when you see that setup, a light bulb will go off in your head and you're going to be able to take that trade. And if you have a setup that you back tested for months and forward tested with paper trading, there's no reason why you shouldn't be profitable. But yeah, set your amount of risk. Number 2, set number of trades. Me personally, I advise don't take more than 2 trades per day. I do 1 trade. I used to give myself allowance of 2 to 3, but it's just easier for me to stick with 1 trade and have a set risk of whatever I'm risking for that trading plan. But yeah, set a number of trades. And I'm gonna just say this, bro. You could do what you want at the end of the day, but do not trade over 2 to 3 times, bro. That's, at that point, you're revenge trading. And if you took two dubs, get the fuck off the charts, bro. There's no point in you trying to look for more. But yeah, set a number of trades, and then after that, you're gonna have specific times that you notice. That's what you want to look at too. You want to have specific times that you notice when trades work out the most. For me, when I was first starting out, a lot of times, because I have just personally with my history of trading and everything, it's easy for me to tell where price wants to go for the day, but a lot of my losses will get caught up in the retracements or whatever, or trying to catch a move too early, too late. Like a lot of times, it's like, for me, I realized I shouldn't be trading till like at least 9:45. I really wait till 10 a.m. because there's a lot of volatility from 9:30 to 10 a.m. just with price. There's that Judas swing we've talked about before. We'll probably make a video on that specifically, but it's literally just a lot of volatility coming in, because that's when the stock market opens, and that's when everybody's usually waiting to take trades after 9:30. So there's going to be a lot of big movement. It's not always going to go into the favor of where price wants to go for that day. It's not going to go towards the draw of liquidity always. That's why we call it a Judas swing, because that shit's going to deceive a lot of niggas and cook they shit. But for me personally, I wait till 10 a.m. to trade. I don't take no trades before 10 a.m. That's part of my trading plan. If you talk to Dorian, that nigga be on the Discord at 8:30. He'll take a trade after 8:30 open. But me personally, it don't work for me like that. And that don't mean he's wrong or I'm wrong. It's just what we've tested so far, what makes sense to us. That's what you gotta understand. Keep this shit simple and let it make sense to you. So when shit happens and all these things align, it clicks in your head, a light bulb goes off, you take your trade, you either win or you lose, and you get off the charts. And it's that simple. That saves you a lot of mental stress. That saves you a lot of emotions, a lot of bullshit, getting mad at yourself, if you just stick to a trading plan. But yeah, set amount of risk, set your number of trades, set best time to take a trade, times for trades. It could be you find out the best times you've taken trades, and this is how you're gonna find this out, is logging your trades. When you doing your paper trading, you want to log your trades. You want to write down every confluence you took, the reason you took this trade, how much you risked. You want to write, oh, I took this trade because of a liquidity sweep and then an inverse to the upside. But you want to write down the time frames as well. 15-minute liquidity sweep, or a liquidity sweep, and then a 5-minute inverse, whatever it is. And then it went along with your daily bias. You want to stack those confluences, write them down, because that's what's going to make you find your A+ setup. I found my A+ setup by doing that exactly. Every time I see a 1-hour fair value gap rejection and then a 15 and a 5-minute inverse, 9 times out of 10 that shit works out for me. So you want to be able to back test this shit, log all your trades, and figure that shit out. Figure that shit out. You're gonna figure out your A+ setup, and that's all you gotta stick to. So I found my A+ setup, found out I got cooked a lot of times from 9:30 to 9:45, 9:30 to 10. So I stopped taking trades until 10 a.m. That's my simple ass trading plan. Is for me, I'll explain it. It's not no secret. I take one trade a day, risking 500. I look for my A+ setups. Now I don't even gonna get into that. I look for the setup that I know is gonna work out, give myself the highest probability to win. If it's not there, don't take a trade. And then only take one trade for that day, and whatever happens, happens. I log my P&L for that day, how much I lost, what I took the trade off of. I log all that, and as long as I follow the rules, whether I win or lose, it's a W day. You want to rack up those W days. You want to rack up consistency following your plan. That's the only way you're gonna know if this shit can really work or not. You're not gonna know by just taking random setups or taking signals from another nigga and not having your own trading plan. If you have your own trading plan, that's the only way you're gonna know if this shit is, I don't even say if it's for you, but that's the only way you're gonna know if this shit is gonna work or not. That's the only way you're gonna be able to fine tune your trading plan and change shit up. Because if you're not following your trading plan for a long enough amount of time to see if the shit is even working, then you're just bullshitting yourself. You're just gambling with this shit. You can easily switch up your trading plan if you're following it every single day, and then you're not seeing profitability. If you're following it to a T every day, you building up that data set of trades, taking high quality trades according to your trading plan, and it doesn't work out, then that means you need to go back into your trading plan and figure out why. Back test some more and figure out why these setups aren't working out for you. Why are you blowing accounts? Why are you taking these many losses? Why are you not profitable? But if you're not following that trading plan and you build up a trading plan and don't follow it, there's no way to tell why you're losing. The only reason why you'd be losing is because you're just bullshit. You're just doing whatever you want on the charts. You're not following a plan. It's all about following a disciplined plan that you've seen work over time. Because this trading shit is all about, like I said, probabilities. We harp on it. It's probabilities, probabilities, probabilities. You want to build up a large data set of your trades to see, and it's going to validate or invalidate your trading plan. 1 week is not going to validate or invalidate your trading plan. One losing day is not going to say, oh, I need a new trading plan now. I need to switch up how I trade. Give yourself 1, 2, 3 months following the plan every single day. If you don't see that setup, don't trade and see. That's what's going to show you. The results will show you if you need to change your plan. Because 9 times out of 10, your trading plan is not going to be what cooks you. If you have common sense and you're back testing, your trading plan is not going to be what cooks you. What cooks you is greed, and what cooks you is over trading, not being able to take a loss and get off the charts. What cooks you is revenge trading, is over risking, over leveraging, risking too much on one trade because you think it's a perfect setup and it ends up not going in your favor and you cook your shit. That's what's going to make you that's what's going to make you not profitable. It's not about the trading plan. A trading plan is easy. It's something simple that you could figure out by just back testing for, like, you don't even need to do it for months. You could do it for 1 month and figure out a plan that works consistently with good price action. But yeah, if you're blowing accounts and shit, it's a discipline issue. It's not a trading plan issue 9 times out of 10. If you listen to your plan, it's very simple. If you listen to your plan for a month or two and it doesn't work out, then it's a plan problem. If you're not listening to your plan, you may make some money, you may even get to a payout, you may do all that, but over time you're going to end up giving all that money right back to the market. You're going to end up giving that bread right back because there's no foundation to stand on. There's nothing to stand on. You're just going to keep funneling down and down into like bullshit. You're going to keep bullshitting yourself. But yeah, so that was a longer rant than I wanted to go on, but it's all facts though, bruh. Let me see if this shit's still recording. Alright, bet. But yeah, it's real simple, bro. Set your amount of risk, set the number of trades you take, set the times that you take your trades. If you just want to keep it simple to the kill zone, 8:30, if you're on Eastern time, 8:30 a.m. to 11 a.m., easy like that. You could give yourself those 3 hours to trade. And then if nothing happens those 3 hours, next day, trade for, I'm tripping. Trade for another day. If you don't take a trade, that's still following your system. You don't understand, you don't have to take a trade, bro. No one got a gun to your head being like, oh, you gotta make this amount of money by this certain time. No, bro, you don't have to take a trade. You can easily, the less trade you take, the more money you're gonna make, bro. It's that simple. The less trade you take, the higher win rate you'll be able to have, and the more money you'll be able to make, because you'll be able to take higher quality, and it's quality over quantity. But yeah, I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Another one, this should be on everybody's trading plan. Do not trade accumulation. When you see choppy price action, wait. Accumulation. When you see price chopping around and shit, wait for it to break out. Wait for your setup. I promise you, your setup's not going to be an accumulation. You can see a 1 minute inverse on accumulation and think you found some shit. You're going to cook yourself more often than not. Just wait until price action is looking good and find your setup. And I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. I think that's it for real. It's real simple. That's the main thing. Keep this shit simple. Keep it something that makes sense to you. This isn't rocket science. What's going to cook you is your need and your desire for more. If you're making $250 every day with one-to-ones, if you're making 500, whatever, 300 every couple days, and obviously there are gonna be some losses in there, but if you're smart with your trading plan, you're not gonna lose that much to like eat up your profits. So if you making consistent progress on your trading plan, you can make as much money with your as you want with your sit. Say you got, I talked about this in past videos, but say you got like a 50K account, you risking 500 every day, and it takes you like whatever, a month to get funded, and then you be able to get, say you get back to 3K and you take out 1,500. Say you got 5 of those accounts now. What's 1,500 times 5? 7,500, I think. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, you got 5 accounts and you copy trade all them trades doing the same exact plan on every account. And you just copy trade that one trade you take per day. You can make as much money as you want. Apex, you can have 20 accounts. 20, you take a 2-band payout on each account. That's 40 bands, bro. You could easily make 2 bands in a month off a 50K account and scale up. But the hardest thing is just sticking to the plan. I'm not perfect, bro. That's the main reason why I'm thinking, like, that's why we teaching this shit, because we still deal with this shit. Every trader deals with that shit where they like they have issues with always sticking to the plan, bro. It's part of this shit, but you have to be as disciplined as possible. That's the only way to make money, following the plan. Other than that, you're just bullshitting yourself. Whatever money you make not following your plan will go back into the market at some point. It's that simple. But yeah, hop in that Discord, man. RTB Discord. We live trade every morning. Dorian starts at 8:30. Like I said, I don't start trading until 10, so I'll probably hop on at like 9:45, 9:50. And yeah, man, build a trading plan that's simple to you. That's all it gotta be, is real simple. And follow it. Be disciplined, and this shit's simple as hell. You can do what you can make as much money as you want with this shit, dog. That's simple. You don't need no other nigga. You don't need us to help you trade. You don't need nobody. You could literally do this shit without nobody, without no like nothing, bro. But yeah, we out this bitch.